Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is actually going to be a review / comparison of something that I have been loving for a while now. Now, if you recall last summer, and I'll link all these videos below, but last summer I started cleaning our entire home with Norwex products. I use probably about 90% Norwex products. There are very few commercial cleaning products that I use anymore because I have been so unbelievably pleased with my experience with Norwex. And it started when a friend came over and cleaned my stainless steel fridge, and I was hooked. Then she worked on my microwave and did a little number on my sink. Blown away. Absolutely love it. But something that I tried, it was probably back in the fall, was the Norwex Mop. I struggle with our hard floors in here, and we have mostly carpet, really the only hard floors in the whole house, and it's just the contractor grade vinyl flooring is laminate, whatever, I don't know what it's called, is in the entryway, the bathrooms, the kitchen. That's pretty much it. Everything else is carpet, and I hate it, by the way. But with all of the spills and everything that our hard floor goes through, I really wanted to find a good solution for cleaning. And I love the idea of not using chemicals. I didn't want to do that. When I say chemicals, I mean harsh chemicals. And so I had one of those little spray mop things. It has the trigger on the handle, and it has a little bottle by the end. And in that bottle, I had a mix of straight white vinegar. I didn't dilute it with water. I just wanted to clean with straight vinegar. But I put vinegar and a little bit of essential oil. There were times when I put like lemon, I put lime in there, I put thieves in there, I put purification. I put grapefruit in there one time, and I knew that it probably wasn't a good idea to put especially those citrus oils in the bottle because I knew they could probably erode, but I didn't like the vinegar smell. But it seemed to get my floors decently clean. It was with a reusable or like a washable microfiber cloth. And it just wasn't cutting it. It just wasn't. And the smell, I'm like, I'd rather just clean and have it smell like nothing, honestly. And so I tried the Norwex Mop. And overall, to be honest, I just was not impressed. I expected to be blown away by it, and I just wasn't, honestly. I mean, everything else I had used, I loved, like I was obsessed with, except for this. And so I thought, well, you know, maybe I'll just get one anyway, but you guys, they're like $110. I'm not gonna spend $110 on anything that I'm kinda liking, that I kinda like, or I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it. I'm not gonna spend that kind of money. And I did a party and didn't get enough sales for that. I got a lot of sales, but not enough sales to get the mop for free. So after literally months of this sitting in my cart in Amazon, do you guys do that? Do you fill up your cart on Amazon and it just kind of sits there, or you save for later? Guilty. And so I decided to try the brand called eCloth, and it's basically the non-MLM answer for Norwex. Now, as much as MLMs bother me sometimes, it's not even that. It's the consultants who just never shut up about it. Drives me crazy. However, at the same time, I've sold before. I used to sell Pampered Chef. It is a lot of work. And I found, just in my experience, the products are usually really good. And, you know, I want to support my friends, but it's still $110 for something. So I thought, I'm just going to try eCloth. And so I got the mop. This is the Deep Clean Mop. And this is what it looks like. You'll get a full shot here in a minute. Yeah, eCloth. This mop handle came with the Deep Clean pad, which I'll just show you a close-up right here. When you think of microfiber, this is, you know, kind of what comes to mind. It has Velcro on the back, and I just stick it right there on the bottom. And this is said to, like Norwex, remove 99.9% of bacteria from the surface and put it and trap it in the cloth. And when I saw Deep Clean Mop, I thought, whoa, deep clean, like this is great. I can just, you know, mop a couple of times a week and it's a deep clean. I'm just gonna be real with you. It's not. This is an excellent mop pad, and the combo with the pad and the mop was only 20, I think it had 26 something, 26.90 something on Amazon. I figured $26, like that's, I'm okay trying that. Another thing is that this mop handle fits the Norwex pads. So if I decided I wanted to get Norwex pads, I could just attach them on there and use them. I have to say, I have been very impressed with this. This is a good maintenance mopping pad. I probably mop just our kitchen like 3 times a week. Just makes me feel better. And as you'll see here in a second, it's so easy. Like, it's ridiculously easy to use this. All you do is I just run it under hot water in the sink and squeeze it out as much as I can, drop it on the floor, attach the mop handle to it, adjust it, and it's just a really quick mop. This is obviously after I have swept. Norwex does make a dry sweeping cloth, and I wasn't impressed with that at all. I'll stick with my broom, that's fine. I'm totally fine with the broom. Again, we don't have tons of hard floor, it's really just in the kitchen that I take care of each day and each night. So I am really liking this. When I'm done with it, I take it over to the sink and I just kind of do like this with my fingernails, try to get like all the dried Play-Doh, crumbs, that kind of thing off of it, and put it in hot water. Sometimes I add a tiny bit, like boop, boop, like a tiny drop of dish soap, and scrub it, and then wash it with the hot water and hang it up to dry. Like Norwex stuff, it has a little ribbon here so I can hang it to dry. Now, I did participate in a friend's Norwex party probably about 3 weeks ago or so, and I did get myself a wet mopping pad from Norwex. And this, I want to say, this pad cost the same as the whole, like this pad and the mop handle from eCloth. And it's got the big Velcro on the back. It definitely feels thicker, more high quality. I mean, hands down. And this also has the backlock technology, which it has the same claims as the eCloth, that it removes 99.9% of bacteria, traps it in the cloth, and I take care of it in the exact same way as I told you earlier with the eCloth. And it has the handle, or the loop here, so I can just hang it up, and it fits beautifully on the eCloth mop handle, which is fantastic. Now, I can tell you this right now, when this mop handle came in the mail, I could immediately tell this is not nearly the same quality as Norwex. Norwex's mop handle, way like better quality. However, I've been using this since like May, and here we are, middle of August, and it's held up fine. I use it, like I said, like 3 times a week, sometimes more, depending on how messy we get. And it works just fine. It works just as well as the Norwex one. It just doesn't feel as like solid. And as far as how the mop pads compare in performance, you can see the size difference here. Maybe you can. The Norwex is a little bit bigger and it's a lot thicker than the eCloth. And this is a lot more like stiff and thick, and this is pretty, flimsy. However, as far as they perform, honestly, it's pretty close to the same. Now, I'm not getting down there and testing with swabs, how much bacteria it's picking up or whatever, but really my goal is to get some little sticky things off of the floor after the kids have been eating, spilled yogurt, applesauce, whatever, orange juice, the sticky things. My goal is to get that up. And if I can kill germs, obviously that's amazing, but really I just want a floor that looks and feels clean when I walk on it. And so let me just give you a little demo of how these work, and you can decide for yourself. And just like I mentioned, I just like to run the pad under hot water. I like hot water because it makes it dry faster, it evaporates faster on the floor. And keep in mind that the cloth is doing the work here. There's nothing cleaning necessarily about the water. It just kind of helps it glide over the floor a little bit better. And to get started, I just throw the pad on the floor and step on the mop just so that the Velcro gets attached really nicely, and that way I can adjust the mop. And just like with the Norwex mop, you twist it and to adjust it up or down, and then twist it again to tighten it. And you want it to be right about your collarbone so that you have some good torque on it, if that's the right word. And you just go in this little figure 8 motion, and it just glides right over the floor very easily. And what I like to do when I'm done is put my toes on the edge of the mop and pull up the base like that. You don't have to do that. That's what I choose to do. But as you can see, it is pretty dirty from mopping just after a couple of days. It's amazing. Now I'm going to wet the Norwex mop pad. It takes a little bit more water to wet this, just since it is so thick, and I have to work a little bit harder to get all of the water out, but that's okay. And I'm gonna go here again, drop the pad on the floor and attach the mop and do the same figure 8 motions. As you can see, the Norwex pad is a lot wider than the eCloth pad, but it still fits on the mop handle very easily. This doesn't glide nearly as well over my floor as the eCloth pad, and that could be because maybe it's catching more on the floor, maybe it's wetter, I'm not exactly sure, but it doesn't glide nearly as well, and it takes a little bit more muscle to move it around. And again, pulling up the mop pad from the Velcro base, and there you go. So I hope that helped you if you are on the fence about eCloth or Norwex. As far as eCloth's cleaning towels go, they're microfiber towels. I can't speak to those. I haven't tried them. I don't really intend on trying them. I am really happy with my Norwex, and yeah, I'm totally happy with them, so I'm probably gonna stick with them. But again, these work pretty much the same. They are different in just in how they look and how they feel, but you know, I've again only been giving these a couple of months try. I don't know how they're gonna last in the long term, but I wash these once a week in the washing machine and they work just fine. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to give me a thumbs up if you liked it. And of course, subscribe if you would like to see all of my videos. I do want to do more cleaning videos when I have a second mind to just remember, set up the camera. Just set up the camera when you clean. You could have a video. I want to be able to help you, maybe show you what works for me, how it can work for you. I don't even know. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Have you tried one brand or both brands? What do you think? I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.